afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Reich, Defender of the Fatherland. We're off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on the La Glaze between in the south, Helpinghans fighting here for the United States of America for the 1st Armored Division with Rifle Armor and Infantry Company versus in the north, Itaperuna fighting for the Oberkommando West for the 2nd SS Panzer Division Das Reich. We got Volksgestürme over him and we got fortifications, Luftwaffe and Scavenge versus Hansa's rear echelons and right here off the bat, bulletins and large infantry with a single anti-tank gun bulletin here for Itaperuna, the Raketenwerfer. Sturmpanzers make a brave move there towards the field point. Well, not brave, but staying at usually. Meanwhile, we got Hansak to go pretty aggressively for the centre. Over here trying to form the battlefield in his advantage. He's going to turn the centre into something a little less friendly to the crouch with a bit of barbed wire here, forcing him to thus either have to enter through here or here, ensuring there's no easy paths in through the northern part of the village. You could even try and wire off here. That would make it even harder for Itaperuna to about here in the village. We could try and lay up barbed wire here to ensure you can't fucking move into the northern part. I mean, there are a lot of options there for Hans sort of based on trying to control the battlefield here already. In this case, it was just observation, hence in this case getting caught by the full squad. We've got 2 rifles here. We've got 2 vehicles now on the way here for Hans. That could be an indicator he might be intending rifle company. Some players tend to go heavily on the rear echelon, so that way, quickly grab territory, then sort of build up for sort of more veteran riflemen. So later on, though, most players then only tend to go for a single rifleman before that. But smaller differences there, I imagine, from Helpinghans and how to sort of perform that one. We got folks then moving up 2nd squad here. Either moving in towards the centre, while another unit's left sort of deal with the rear echelons hanging about here in the German rear echelons as. So Sarge, I think we might be in the wrong rear echelon. Shut up and just keep doing what you're supposed to do. Meanwhile, though, coming under fire here, Sturmpaniers and folks are opening up. Poor Joey there dropping dead like a sack of potatoes. Meanwhile, a bit of shooting here, Rifle versus the folks holding up in the cafe. We're there on the run now from the Wehrmacht, from the Oberkommando West. We've got the truck here doing absolutely nothing here for the time being there for Itaperuna. Rifle shifting back there towards the building, trying to stall up the Germans. No, he's not going for Rifle Company perhaps after all. Just going for regular riflemen here for Hans. Perhaps them indicating armour or infantry. I mean, armour would be good here. Closer quarters, use with flamethrowers could work nicely. Of course, infantry company with rifle laying down mines, mortar half-tracks, like machine guns. I mean, all of those could all be pretty good options there for Hans. And then we got vehicles there getting close, reinforcing, I imagine. 3rd rifle squad there arriving, got more forces on the way for Itaperuna. I mean, he could himself benefit from perhaps going for some additional Sturmpaniers in a map like this. In particular, the Sturmpaniers would be pretty good investment. There we go, Hans quickly shifting between the 2 buildings. Itaperuna's attempting at flanking out, Sand, it's not working, and there we go, caught in the small alley. Nowhere to run the rifle, quickly overwhelm them and send them. No, not running. Itaperuna seems a bit interesting and not just immediately giving a full retreat there to Hans, trying to sort of delay him and bleed him out a bit there while he moves up perhaps more combat ready troops. In this case, his Sturmpaniers is moving up, but he's rather pushing it with this Volk's going to do this in the process. Point him going for, we got the first option chosen is Itaperuna, going for Luftwaffe ground forces, running in down with the Sturmpaniers, the Sturmgewehrs tearing into their backs. There you go. Right here, though, Hans quickly turns the table to Sturmpaniers holding up here in light to no cover, and that allows Rumley to gain the advantage. But should still actually pull back to the heavy cover, I think there. He's still doing some damage, of course, to Sturmpaniers. Other middle troops, in particular, sort of close to medium quarters. But in this case, the sheer amount of rifle here that Hans possesses in this area pretty much forces them back. Itaperuna responds by calling up some MG-34s, so trying to hold back the American foe, while Hans is nicely securing actually the western part of the map here using rifle and rear echelons. Itaperuna going for both munitions point in the meantime, and rather than running back there, trying to build up some distance for retreating. In this case, doesn't quite work out there. Closer wipe there, but I think they might just be able to pull it off there. We got an ambulance on the way for Hans. We got nothing further there. No, still no sign of a doctrine there. Rifle there versus Fultz going to do this building, and there we go, another sport. So the rifle quickly surrounded, and at the same time as all of this is going in, as Itaperuna is focused here, Hans is laying on the pressure here, so trying to flank out, trying to cut him off here behind. So well executed there by Hans. We'll then push it up here for the munitions point as well. Very nicely done here by Hansi. Very nicely done. Right there, pushed away by the Fultz going to this way, able to overcome the Amerikanen. And we got an MG-34 here covering up as well. We just want to see you back there in the south. For Hans, we got nothing down here. No upgrades as of yet. We just got the ambulance. Captain, no lieutenant, no nothing. Rushing into this building instead. Hans might be trying to stage a breakout here into the centre of the town square, then of course to get behind here, but there we go, we've got him moving further up, catching on right from here. Jumping up from the other side. Barney could soon be in a pretty bad position if Hans does not pull out quickly enough. Just keeping the forces up, fine, there we go, getting up the back door again, which is now currently safer, since all of the forces are being brought up to the front here. And Riflemen should be able to sort of move down here and shift up. Meanwhile, he's got some good harassment going against the fuel pump. Obviously pushed away there, almost lost the unit, but barely makes out that one alive. Then again, could see what there's too much moving in, closing in. Assault rifles firing, down to one sliver of health there. Johnny keeps up the run, but can he do it? Can he do it? No, he doesn't. Shot down there before his comrades are running to save him. But then just jumping themselves to force out there. So he caught here by 10 riflemen. That's a lot of firepower there that Hans could lay down in the area, and there we go. Sensible response there for Itaperuna. He still loses one Steel Pioneer, but thankfully not the entire unit. Further fighting on the west, we could perhaps see an incendiary grenade against the riflemen. The Brandgranate, as it was known, I believe was basically sort of a grenade with sort of glass vial inside it with something flammable inside it. Little fun fact there, though, they altered themselves to use in Molotovs, or as they called them, Brandflaschen, which was sort of like a Molotov, except they actually sort of factory produced this sort of specific green bottle, and then they have sort of like a detonator, a bit like a steel hand granate, or they just have a match you'd have to light before, and then you sort of flipped it away, they're thrown at the enemy. So, little fun fact there about the Wehrmacht. You don't necessarily hear so much about their grenades or, well, Molotovs, but they actually happen. 24 there versus the riflemen opening up there, firing away. And also the bit there about the Brandgranate was actually in response to someone who recently said the Actor didn't have those grenades, but they did, they just didn't have a lot of them. I believe the Actor had a weird variety of grenades. They had some with the concrete instead of, say, iron around the warhead. They also had some made out of glass, and even some completely made out of plastic explosives. Lightest Infanterie ships on the way for Itaperuna, soon of course to be nerfed, notably here in a couple of weeks. Ravner versus Steel Pioneer, Steel Pioneer 21, Ravner already there, and we got Fallschirmjägers here. That's quick, a nasty ambush here. 3rd Fallschirmjäger Company of the 6th Fallschirmjäger Division here, providing support for the 2nd SS. Fallschirmjägers certainly were one element there of elite infantry in the later stage of the Second World War, though of course by 1944-45 not all Fallschirmjäger were actually sort of, you know, actual Fallschirmjäger, a lot were only that in name only, and could probably better be described as Volksgrenadiers, just with Luftwaffe insignia and such on them. Though it's not necessarily something you hear much about either. But still, it's I think a little interesting detail there. We got, in response, there's also pack out of those of both players. They're going for their chill, of course, and that's we also see that we have the captain for Hans. No lieutenant. The captain certainly is still popular with some players, though again, others do prefer lieutenants. Both are good choices, though.
Ready for action. Our riflemen will now be better trained.
And ultimately, Hans did go for Rifle Company. A bit surprised about this late inclusion. Most players tend to choose it within the first minute or two, but Hans here went for it later on. Perhaps he was just unsure. Perhaps he was thinking Infantry Company, but they ultimately ended up with the Rifle Company. Didn't think the brown light machine guns would be good here, which likely means he's going to go flamethrowers, and also likely won't be getting any BARs, which is always something I'm personally, you know, always critical of. Oh, nice ambush here by the Rifle Navy Force, set up in their back position more quickly into the building in front of it. Not looking good here for Heinz and Zerleute, but there we go. Incendiary grenade through the front door there, forces out the riflemen. That's the rest of the German infantry streams into the town square. Right from the captain, they're opening up with bazookas and Thompsons, though that's not going to hurt the Germans at that range very much. Of course, you now have the pack out here, 75mm, firing into the Germans here from their rear, and rear are halted by the Sturmpioniere. And Fallschirmjägers not really doing much active sort of support here, with the MT-42s for some reason here being operated like, well, assault rifles, though technically they're sort of more like a light machine gun. In some sense, they're actually a bit like a BAR, just a bit more advanced. Sort of light machine gun, sort of assault rifle thingy, though more specifically is actually known as a battle rifle, which is basically an assault rifle except it shoots bigger bullets. Of course, they're moving ahead, securing the point there, and holding up there as well. Truck moving ahead here. Oh, we got a Schwerpanzer quarters going up here for Itaperuna, rushing ahead there. Might see some Obersoldaten or some armor out, and meanwhile there we got Hans here going for his Stuart light tank, following up with an anti-tank, and he's clearly not taking Itaperuna lightly, and is preparing for something more than just a pair of bazookas to hold down the crowds. So M501 they're moving up, while further fighting here we got the flamethrowers out here for the riflemen. And there you go, like a bunch of groups firing in. Part of pretty much every Grenadier and Panzer Grenadier battalion and so on. In fact, little fun fact about that one is very much a common support weapon there, though later in the war they were sort of being replaced with other different models of the light infantry gun, like heavy mortars. So heavy mortars, for example, could do the job more or less the same, and they were easy to produce, for example, and also operate. MD34, a lot of trouble there. Itaperuna is placed in a position they can't recover it again with the barbed wire here. He can't get it back and he has to cut it right here. Itaperuna might have made a tactical mistake and there you go. Hans punishes him quite soundly. Fortunately versus Rifle should be able to win that one. The Fulton in a pretty bad position, they're low on health, although the light infantry is just doing what he can to sort of level the field here. But there you go, Stuart light tank arrives. Fulton going in pretty bad position. He puts him up there against Itaperuna right after the ND34. You got a Lux on the way with a captain and a Stuart on the way there. I don't think I'd recommend the Lux. Panzer would be a better choice here. I think we're able to apply more pressure here to Helpinghans, and they could always follow up with Lux. But also be a bit more, intimidating, a bit more proof towards what was currently on the field. But no, so we're going to seem to be going for it. We'll try and steal the pack out, but then again might not. We got the anti-tank there. We go forward to Stuart moving in there, captain the building. Ruffin sneaking in there. Stuart is rushing away, trying to survive this deluge of death and destruction, and they make it through here. This stars and striped gauntlet. Ruffin moving ahead. They're in a rather poor condition, and I'm going to misclick there from Hans. Still in sort of terms of map control, they're both sort of equal right now. It's sort of equal. And there you go. Lux Aufklärungspanzer mobilized here for Itaperuna. About 100 of them were made. There was also 100 made of a similar tank based on another chassis, the Panther 38T, but more or less the same thing, in fact, entirely. They're slightly different looking. Also used for reconnaissance tank, but you don't hear so much about that one compared to the Lux. Probably because it was based on a Czechoslovakian tank and not a German one. Here's what this is a Fallschirmjäger flying away there. Not really getting any kills. There we go. Captain versus the Luftwaffe. Got forces supporting captain there, finding that the wooden cart was not quite some formidable stronghold as he'd hoped. God damn it! They taught me at the academy was wrong. Wooden carts and bullet. Meanwhile, they're moving ahead. So they're going to be a bit of trouble there. There we go. Further shots there. Pack rolling a bit back. Luke's getting off a few shots with his 2 centimeter cannon, but not quite making any much of a bigger impression there upon the Stuart. Stuart, on the other hand, makes plenty of an impression there on the Lux. Go Fudgeman is caught out in the open. We got Ravner going straight for the Eastern victory point as well, keeping up the pressure there.
Send your orders.
Fulton's going to use for the Panzer moving ahead there. Kedmev arriving there for Itaperuna. I believe the Kedmevs are sort of largely used by units like, for example, Fallschirmjägers and other things. Little fun fact there. Infantry, guns, Lux and Sturmpioneers. A bit of a combo versus infantry. And there you go. The Fox continue trying to hunt down that Stuart. A bit risky, particularly with the howitzer. Well, ranging in on them, and there we go. We got a retreat there from Itaperuna. Eastern victory point there now falling into the hands of the Americans completely. Looks shooting away that right, closing in, and veteran 2-1 there for the fatherland. Shooting there. Looks heading towards the east. And there we go, bit of artillery fire there. Half the unit gone. Scheiße, they got Dietrich and Reinhardt. This is terrible. Rather they're burning away as well. We got the Super ready to support again. Could go up, they could go away. Looks like once more Lady Luck might favour them, or the devil does. Either way they get away. Just barely though. Stuart sets out. McKenna here. Oh, Schwerpanzer spots up there. Rushing in with the Stuart there. I'm not sure what Hans is expecting to do here, but it's a bit risky. Looks up down the rear. We got the Kedmef as well. Down to half health. But looks like they do make away there. Sergeant Peppers gets out of that one moderately alive. But in the base, if we got no tech for Hans, he could consider. He could also consider going some cash, so maybe throwing another Stuart into the fight. I mean, that could throw off Itaperuna a bit there with a bit of extra light armour. And training with the Lux, I mean, he knows should be expecting any heavy armour anytime sooner, so double Stuart hit could give Hans a bit of sort of options pressure. Itaperuna a bit further. We've got Packhauser going in there. Lux falling back there. Ooh! Whoa! Someone chose poorly there to go through the front door. Good job there, Captain Trump. That was quite mean. Fulton heading towards the west. Hans seems to have gone up there. He's putting further pressure on the east. There we go, straight ready again. Rifle moving up. You've got the Packard and anti-tank guns supporting as well in that area. In fact, he's got 2 anti-tank guns. He's really taking that look seriously. There you go. He's going in after. He's going in. We've got Stand Rams there, trying to sort of finish off. But there you go. A Kedden there for, and Panzerschrecks there in the church, by the way. Did not expect that kind of clerical response there from the German army. And the seal was basically blown to bits within a matter of moments. They didn't even get the loops there. So a bit of a gambit there for Hans, but Itaperuna's church surprise there was not something Hans had foreseen, and that rather cost him. That stood right there. But then again, how often do you see someone just stuffing a church full of rocket launchers?
Orders incoming. Make ready to move.
Reactions rather than hit them, still not got the loops. He's got left to support them. He's got the anti-tank, but he's not quite moving forward to fully support them. But there you go, good hit there from the 50mm. Rather than that, occupying the church to show no more Germans set up with Panzerschrecks on Ken Nevers in it. Now he's going for the fuel here. Itaperuna's getting more bold, more aggressive here versus Hans. This time here for the game out of current situation. Damage and kills wise, they're actually extremely close here. Extremely close. There seems to be some of your units lost here, so perhaps the kill count for Itaperuna is a bit higher, but still pretty damn close here. Very damn close, in fact. Surprisingly close. Army value wise, again, but we do note here in that sense there's a slight advantage currently to Helpinghans there, and points health wise, things a bit. Again, there seems to be a slight advantage for Itaperuna, but that seems to be sort of vanishing away. So this clearer here who sort of really has any advantage at the moment. Force size wise, again, Hans has got a bit of lead at the moment, so in that sense, Hans is probably sort of leading ahead. Again, those wipes there early in the game probably has given Hans a bit more chance to pull back, even now with, of course, this Stuart there knocked out in the way it was. So for Hans, right now, one option to consider is getting up some fuel catches and sort of further speed up fuel, sort of get up the armor faster, then respond to Itaperuna. That could be a pretty good idea. Otherwise, the option is always, consider weapon racks and BARs or bazookas to further, apply pressure, in particular after the loss of the captain. He's got no bazookas whatsoever, and just has to rely on the anti-tank guns, which could give the Lux a bit more leeway when it comes back to dealing damage there to Hans, and that way actually bleeding out. So there's a consideration there for Hans to maybe consider that. Otherwise, he's doing sort of tactically and strategically alright. He's just keeping up pressure here and there. He's never sort of just really, just bashing his head into a wall. He's not just trying to bludgeon his way through Itaperuna, so there's not really much sort of just there. It's sort of more force composition wise. I think there's some bits there he could sort of consider improving upon. Further weapons for the rifle will help them versus both the Fallschirmjäger and the Volksgunner, so that would be a good idea there, I think. For Itaperuna, this is where things are suddenly a bit more tricky. He should probably try and get up Panzer IV as soon as he can. Otherwise, maybe some Orbals done. Get them a light machine gun, that way try and bleed out Hans, or maybe some Fallschirmjäger. But I think Orbals done in that sense might be a bit cheap and have a bit more sort of longer term investment and return there for Itaperuna. Otherwise, some mines here and there. Otherwise, you need to consider, blowing up some Hansa's troops, I think could also be a good choice. But further, a bit more focus on the west, they're sneaking up some more units to try and draw away forces from the east, where most of Itaperuna's sort of more high value points are, would be a good choice as well there for Itaperuna to consider. Otherwise, there's not so much else there, so let us return to the fight and see what happens next. Ragman versus Volksgunner it is there. Panzerschreck flying through there like doesn't quite care. Looks moving up there very close to G2, and thusly actually a bit more lethalities against more accuracy and rate of fire. Most light tanks pretty much always get that at G2. Now, he's not going for more infantry, he's going for another light infantry gun here. Cheeky Itaperuna. Perhaps he's hoping for them to save him. Looks like he's about to suffer another wipe here, fighting doing what he can there. Oh, looks like they're actually making away, the cheeky devil. No! Oh! Ja, I'm safe! I'm nein, mein Spine! Und mein vital organs. Scheiße.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
And to replace them, we got a second fighter squad here, some more elite infantry rushing out for Itaperuna to try and rush back the Americans and force them to reconsider their tactics against the mighty German army. Rather than rushing against the Fallschirmjägers, but getting out there to realising it's catching quite a bit of attention there from the American artillery.
Airborne assault is now available. Stukas and Fallschirmjäger are ready.
Lots of artillery there, Fallschirmjägers versus riflemen.
We're losing a capture
Itaperuna now seems to be gaining an upper hand here. Suppressed. Rather quick taking advantage of that, sort of closing the Fallschirmjägers and wiping up before they can respond. But at the same time, you got the looks here rushing into the rescue, and that is Veteran G2 here. blasting away, but mostly hitting the road, achieving absolutely nothing there against the infantry. There you go, Itaperuna. He's very close now to the Panzer IV. We're probably talking half a minute or so him recalling that Panzer IV and begin doing some damage there to Helpinghans of a more serious kind. Looks though it could do with some repairs. It has seen some slightly better days. Up north, fights makes you getting rear slums. The rear slums definitely should be losing out here in a matter of moments. Light infantry guns joining in, certainly not increasing the chances there of success for the American army. Riflemen shifting forwards there. Worried there might be someone hiding around the corner, but so far there's absolutely nothing here for the Itaperuna. God damn it, I think I'm hearing crowds. No, I think you're hearing squirrels, Joe. I think you're hearing squirrels. Do squirrels talk German? Maybe. Anyways, Panzer IV on the way. Also got an anti-tank, and he's really worried about the looks of his base trying to support his push. Is not bad, but at the same time, if anything goes wrong, the anti-tank is basically going to have nothing to cover the retreat there. So it's a bit risky, but there you go. Instead, it's the western side there again. Another push again, also supported by the anti-tank gun. But in this case, quickly getting flanked. First, of course, got the looks here, blasting away, trying to get anti-tank through. Once that's gone, and there we go, fighting magazine from the rear here. Hans's troops getting enveloped here by Itaperuna. Very well, nicely executed, very well, nicely executed. Fighting magazine trying to close in there. Rather trying to get close to the looks, but over here it's a bit dangerous, Looks like they will get up the anti-tank grenade, but there we go. They are still Tinkpiles beating. Vetty 2 there for the French Mega Light guns, plunging down shots there upon the riflemen, suppressing them and leaving them feeling not quite too good. And there we go, we got a Panther 4 arriving 42nd SS. Panther 4 Model J, the last model of the Panther 4 series. Made to be easier to produce than previous models, also had slower turret rotation speed due to the fact they took out the generator to free up room for more fuel, but had a larger operative range for the drum war. Of course, at the point in the war where they really didn't have a lot of fuel. But there you go. Oh yeah, he's moving those troops there through the blend curve, and there's 5 Mega Escort Veteran D2. That's quite a harsh loss there for Itaperuna. And Panther IV, interesting enough, did not move up to support. You'd think he'd try and rush in the Panther IV to try and help there, but for whatever reasons, it never quite came. Bit of a shame there. Oh, cheeky Itaperuna, he's actually mining up the anti-tank gun. He's using it basically as bait to draw in troops and try and wipe them out there. You could of course salvage him. In this case, it looks like that's what he's doing. A bit rare to see that, in particular from the Oberkommando West. It was something we actually have more used to seeing back in the old company years. We can also more specifically place the mines under them, but in this case, Itaperuna seems to be trying to repeat the trick here. Panther IV finds striking it there. Almost got the rifleman, got anti-tank and they're shooting, missing terribly, and there we go, rifleman white, flamethrower dropped. Anti-tank and also a bit of trouble there, go anti-tank and shoots in. Manages to penetrate the frontal armour there. And Itaperuna's quick to pull back his Panther IV since there's absolutely no infantry support there. That's a sensible response. Looks still in dynamic repairs. He could rather try and have a mechanised regiment or try and get some more steel planets. Probably more to repair right now would be good. And we got a Sherman out here for Hans. A Sherman, regular one, not EC8 though. Light gun fires, bounces. Second one though, suppresses. Remember, tank needs to stop moving before we can repair it. Anti-tank moving further supported. Itaperuna moving further up here with his Panther IV. He is on the hunt. Oh dear, Reason's about to get wiped out. They got a pin bomb machine up here as well for the Panther IV. And there you go, hit down the rear armour by the Sherman. Well done there by Hans, well done. We got Kedmev there, Panther IV. There we go, successfully bounced off the next shot. Sherman quickly down to half health and hopefully gets out there successfully. Unless of course you're Itaperuna, in which case of course you hope that's not the case. Rather than going there for the building, Veteran C3, getting another anti-tank gun there. Clearly worried about mines here, clearly worried about mines. Fighting going straight into the flamethrowers. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure that was the cleverest idea there by Itaperuna. And meanwhile we got here the Lukes turning into the riflemen, gunning them down. Terrible, nasty things to them. Almost got to wipe them there. He's actually getting a second Sturm Pioneer squad. Rare to see a second one this point in the game, but there you go. Not a bad choice in sending him, give him a bit more firepower, though. Of course, the part of me wonders why he wouldn't just, say, get some Obersoldaten. And there we go. He's in fact going for a mechanized regiment now. So both Sturm Pioneers of an additional kind there and a mechanized regiment right now. Can't say I expected that one. Meanwhile, shown once more on the rampage here against the Fultz Grenadiers. Looks setting out. Crushing away, murdering away. Artillery raining over the southern parts there of La Glaise. Half a unit gone. Rapid queuing about there, about to get crushed, but they're not careful. Shots fired. And McKenna wiped out there. Good shot. Itaperuna might go to the active moving elsewhere now. I mean, he's constantly attacking this Panzer force in the same area. It does make it easier for him to predict where it's going. CoH2 set up counters there. In fact, he might lose the Panzer force, getting hit here with repeatedly by armor piercing rounds there. Of course, one thing to keep in mind here, once the anti-tank can shooting, it can do a lot of damage. It has twice the rate of fire of, say, a Pack 40, which allows it to lay down a rather devastating rate of fire. In this case, he actually lost his Panzer 4 pretty quickly there, so in that sense, moving in into Panzer 4, into an area he'd already been in, and for that infantry support was a pretty poor choice, and you see here quickly panic responding by getting several Academy efforts, plus he's lost all his full gunners right here. Itaperuna is taking quite the beating from Hans. That is not a small change that he's lost. That's a lot of infantry and a Panzer 4, which as the Oberkommando West is a lot harder to replace. In terms of fuel, I mean, if you were to compare the price here with the actual price, it's only about 33% more. It's actually closer to an actual Wehrmacht Panther in cost. So it's rather expensive there. The loss Itaperuna suffered rather right then and there. Jumpers moving against the originals there, engaging. Double Ken Memphis. I'm not entirely sure that's a fully good choice here for Itaperuna, considering the otherwise force competition here from Hans. But you definitely begin, I think, begin training for fuel here, so at least try and get something there. Meanwhile, the looks continue. He finally breaks the barbed wire. He finally breaks it after almost half an hour. He decides to bloody well deal with it. That could have been done earlier, I think, there by Itaperuna. And Hans is just committing random acts of vandalism. At this point, just breaking walls because he can. But there we go, mine went off, Sherman heavily damaged, but quickly behind the corner here, behind the buildings, John Lekenmeff can't knock it out. From the mod taking a punishing browbeating here by the looks. And anti-tank opening up there. More veteran ones been pulled back. He could of course also use take aim there to increase its range and line of sight. Something to many mechanics. What is this? A flak emplacement from Itaperuna to try and defend here. A flak emplacement. Those things are rare to be seen. Wow. A flak emplacement. I haven't seen one of those in ages.
Ready for orders.
I'm sure even Hans is going to be surprised to seeing. He's going, good lord, what's this?
Ready to move.
Jackson on the way there. Interesting response versus looks now he goes for these. That's probably a better response. He can easily also handle some medium armor that Itaperuna can get. But more specifically, can also handle infantry. If he'd just gone for the Jackson, I mean, you know, Oberkommanders rarely gets a lot of armor, so unless it's something really heavy, there's little use for the Jackson versus then it's more easy to just regular Shermans and anti-tank guns. So, more sensible response there from Hans. Storm Pioneers there, close to Victory 3. We got the looks moving up, and that is Victory 3, that's more lethal. And of course, then also much closer to seeing Victory 4 and Victory 5. And to get caught, we got 6 troops coming up, we got Munitions holding up there, and we got Sherman hanging back here on the eastern side. You see it almost done here for Helpinghans. hit there from the lightest infantry shots. Did a bit of damage there. The Kednev finished up not in the direction of protective support here. And Lux can't do much either. Getting there with the rifleman. There you go, Sherman turning back the quick city town, hitting around to deal there with the Proud Panzer. Robinson in there we go. We got these hit Johnning in here for Helpinghans, 50 cavalry on the way as well. Striking straight into the rear lines of Itaperuna. Unguarded. And strikes forwards as he cleaves his way through Itaperuna's weakened forces. Lux and everything else coming back here. We got veterans who flee here for the light infantry shots. That's not bad, that's not bad. Easy hitting him with the cannon for that rather easily again at that range. Can easily turn around here before the cannon can actually respond. That's working out quite nicely. They're about to lose, and he's about to lose the cannon. Hasn't done anything with it all. Oh dear, things are falling back if and he's getting more. Kednev is almost getting reasonable to take pull up another Panther 4, but at this point the question is going to help. There's a lot of anti-tank, there's a lot of armour, and the Yak Pants obviously is not going to do much of a help either. The question is, what can Itaperuna really do at this point? One wonders. Besides perhaps trying to bleed out the infantry. No tech aim here though. Come on Hans, you can do it. I know you can. Believe in yourself Hans. Or failing that, believe in me. Ha ha ha. Anyways, Luke's coming in from the anti-tank gun. Quick hit there from the anti-tank gun, almost knocking out there. And we got armor piercing rounds up again. He's hit there flanking in there. We almost got Luke's. Almost got the Luke's. And good night, sweet Panzer. And with that, Itaperuna's options are pretty limited. He's going up against an increasingly large armour force. He's losing territory there. He's got not much left there, really. His infantry is increasingly dead as well. Pretty quiet here. Looks like Itaperuna might be considering just getting this up at this point, seeing as his forces are doing absolutely bugger all, which tends to be a good indicator that, you know, he might have given up here. And yeah, we also kind of see the flag place all cleared out there, and there we go, secured by the Americans. So this feels comfortable, kinda, except it's rather cold. And there we go, that seems to be rather it there. He's basically given up. Mr. Itaperuna realised he's rather messed up his chances. Hans wins the game. Bit of interesting fighting here between the two. Itaperuna, I think, had some clever ideas, but I think the looks there, he should have waited for that, gone for a Panther 4 first, and second, he mishandled that Panther 4 again. You consider not just always saying it's the same spot there. I mean, he'd been almost, reasonably clever, and not just, ramming his head into all, but right there, he basically made a big mistake, sending his Panther 4 several times to the same spot with no support. That made it rather easy for Hans to deal with. And again, you can't underestimate the American anti-tank gun from the armor-piercing rounds, and it can easily outperform a lot of other anti-tank guns, since then it has high penetration and a high rate of fire. And it's the high rate of fire that's really the kill on this thing. So do not take that gun lightly. And that's clearly what Itaperuna did there. Might see some Fallschirmjäger Stern punch, but I think some mobile gun would have been a good choice, at least some additional Fallschirmjäger there from Itaperuna. And perhaps, just some use of the ability, like say Valiant Assault sometimes as a mind. I mean, I think that could have done quite a bit there as well for Itaperuna. But in the end, there you go. Hans, I think, could have also benefited from BARs and such, but overall, nicely played there by him. Always on the move, always swift, fleet-footed, and never sort of really locked down at any point too long. So really nicely played there by Hans, and overall, nicely countering there Itaperuna's play. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it gave you a on matches. If it did, why not subscribe, tell a friend, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and find some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dane thanking you all and hoping to see you all tomorrow. Bye.